Okay, welcome back to our second class. So for today, we will finish up exercise 1.5 and we will complete the past year questions. All right. So let's just go through 1.5. Since the introduction, the number of Lego building bricks that have been sold is equivalent to the world's current population of approximately 6 billion people owning 52 Lego bricks each. So now how many have been sold? All you have to do is multiply these two. So when you have so many numbers like these, million, billion, no need to change it into, don't have to put the zeros at the back. You just take 52 times 6 and you just write the billion at the back. It is so much easier, all right? In April 2001, the average weekly pay for a production worker in the United States was $486 per week. At that rate, how much would a production worker have earned for 52 weeks? So you just multiply it, you will get the answer. This is quite easy. Okay, so goes to this. What is the average amount of sales made? How to find average is always divide. All right, so you take this and you just divide it by 55. Punch it into your calculators, you should be able to get the answer. In 2000, the average weekly pay for a financial records processing supervisor in the United States was $640. If such a supervisor works 40 hours in a week, what is her hourly pay? So you just divide it and you can see that she will earn $16. The enrollment of all students in elementary and secondary schools is projected to be 54,266,000. Of this many are expected to be enrolled in secondary. How many is supposed to be enrolled? Just minus it and find the answer. Basically, all these are quite direct. You just plug it into your calculator. Same goes to these. Jackson purchased a car. He paid $2,500 down. That is down payment. Down payment and deposit means the same thing. And paid the rest in equal monthly payments. So what do? You take this, you minus 2,500 first. So you will find the balance. Then the balance is what you divide by 36 to find his monthly payments. All right, please make sure you write your units. Number 7. Alvin has a gift voucher for $250. He wants to buy 3 sweaters at $38 each and 6 shirts at $25 each. So you find the total of his cost and you minus it. Will the voucher be sufficient to pay? If not, how much does he need to top up? So you just minus and see how much he needs to top up. Right? These are all still very, very straightforward. The mesh yard in the shape of a rectangle measure this much. In their yard, they have a rectangle pool that measures this much. How much of their yard? So what is the key word here? Square feet. When you see this, initially it was feet, suddenly can become square feet. What does that tell you? From feet can become square feet. You need to find area. Meaning you need to multiply these two and find the area. Multiply these two and find the area and minus it. You understand? So from feet, let's say you have feet and then suddenly it becomes square feet. You know it's area. You have cm, suddenly it becomes cm squared. That means you have to find area. So these are the keywords that you look for when you answer questions. If you don't see changing to square feet, then you know it's perimeter. All right. In 2001, there are about 500 Hilton hotels with a total of this many guest rooms. Round the number of guest rooms to the nearest 1,000 to estimate the average number of guest rooms per hotel room. So you just round it and do it accordingly. Alexis wants to buy molding for a room that is 12 by 11 feet. All right. 12 by 11 feet. No molding is needed at the doorway. So no molding is needed at the doorway, which measure 3 feet. Okay, so if molding costs is $2 per foot, how much money will it cost? So what are the keywords here? Okay, so first of all, this is feet, this is feet. They gave you the doorway also in feet. The molding cost is per foot. Per foot and per feet is the same thing. Okay, it's just singular and plural. So meaning here, what you're going to find is you're going to find perimeter. Because you see here, from feet, it became square feet, the one on top. Now here is feet, feet, feet. So you pretty much know you're finding perimeter. So you first find the perimeter of the room. 12 plus 12, 11 plus 11. All right, if you're not sure about it, let me know. 12 plus 12, 11 plus 11. The total perimeter of the room will be 24 plus 22, which will give you 46. All right, so no molding is needed at the doorway, meaning 46. Now you got a -3. Why you got a -3? Because you don't want to put anything there. All right, so 43 you will times 2 because you have 43 feet to put molding on. 43 times 2, you will get 86. All right, a textbook company ships books in boxes containing a maximum of 12 books. If a bookstore orders 1250 books, how many boxes will be needed? So what do you need to do? You take 1250, you divide by 12. You will get 104.17. So 104.17, you use normal rounding rules, will become 104. But in this case, if you order 104 boxes, there will be not enough books because the bookstore wants 1250 books. Therefore, you need to order 105 boxes. Mark pays for an $84 dinner with $20 bills. How many bills must he use and how much change will he receive? So he pays 100 and the change will be 16, meaning 5 bills of 20. Okay, number 13 is also quite direct. You have $290 for the hall. So it will be 290. And then you have 97 people. So if you count the total for the food, it will be 10 plus 3 plus 6 with all the extra dishes that they are doing. So that is 19 per person. So you have to take 19 times with 97. When you take 19 times with 97, you will get 1843. 1843, you need to plus 290, which is the cost of the hall. You don't need to times the 290 because 290 is for the whole hall. So you get 2133, you round off to the nearest $100 is 2,100. Okay, question 4 is always a problem. All right, question 14. At the beginning of the month, the Gene Robbins Company had 422 units of a product. Telson on hand. The company purchased another 960 during the month at a cost of 140. 40 pieces of the new shipment were found to be defective and were returned to the seller. During the month, the company sold 865 units. If the company sells each unit for 260, how much profit will be made on the units sold? Now, when you have such a long question like that, always find the fastest way to do it. What would be the fastest way to do it? They want profit, right? So what is profit? Profit is always the selling price minus the cost price, right? What you sell and what is the cost, that difference is the profit that you will make. So what is the cost price of it? 140, correct or not? The cost price is 140. Selling price is 260. Just read, everything is in the question. Highlight it so you'll be able to see it. So what's the profit for each unit? $1.20. $1.20. That means each unit's profit is 120. So it's so simple. Now they want to know how much profit will be made on the units sold. How many units were sold? From the question, we know it's 865. Therefore, we take 865 times 120 will give you the answer. It's as simple as that. When they ask you profit, don't go and find the total cost, find the total revenue, and then you go and minus. You can get the answer. All right, revenue is sales. So you find the total sales, you find the total cost, you can get. But why you want to make it so difficult? Find the profit for each good and just multiply what they want. How much profit would be made if all of the acceptable units remaining were sold? So let's find remaining. So we started with 422 plus 96 minus 40 minus 865. That will be what you are left with. So you are left with 477 goods. So you will multiply it with 1.2 because the profit for each good is $1.20. So your total profit for the acceptable units is 572. All right, so that's about it for exercise 1.5. Let's take a look at the past year questions. A local theme park collected that much on sales. If 35,400 people attended the park, what was the average price per ticket? So whenever they ask you average, just divide it, you'll be able to find the answer. If on average each person spends $470 on food, how much did the park make on sale of food? So 470 times the total number of people, that's your value. What was the total revenue? Revenue is always sales collected for the sale of tickets and food. So sale of tickets are what? Up here, isn't it? 663.750 plus with what you have just calculated, you will get 830,130. So now round this off to the nearest $100,000. This shouldn't be a problem. It will be 800,000. So this is simple. All right, so let's look at this. All right, Joanne. All right, Joanne was paid $3.80 per hour for the first 3 hours. So you must read this carefully. It's not $3.80 for 3 hours. It's $3.80 for each hour for the first 3 hours. $2 per hour for the substitute hour. So this is what you need to highlight when you read a question. She worked for 5 hours on Monday, 3 hours on Tuesday. So we'll do it one by one. Monday, 5 hours. How to calculate the 5 hours? You take 380 times 3 first, because first 3 hours is 380. The balance 2 hours times 2. Tuesday, 3 hours, just 380 times 3. So you do the same thing for Monday to Friday and you find the total, you will get 63.2. So when you take 63.2 and you divide by 5, your answer will be 12.64. But they ask you to the nearest 10 cents, therefore you have to answer it 12.60. Okay, so question 3, the odometer of your car reads this much. So you live in Klang, you stop by Sunway, you stop by Kuantan, you go to Kemaman. So you want to find the total distance. It's not difficult at all. You don't need to go and find one by one. See what you can do. Make it the fastest way possible. Klang to Sunway, you got 32.5. Sunway to Kuantan is 325.75. Sunway to Kemaman is 449.25. So my suggestion is straight away find Sunway to Kemaman, because whether you stop in between in Kuantan, it's just a en route. What does en route tell you? On the way. That means you did not detour. En route is on the way, meaning there'll be no extra distance incurred. So might as well you just add it with 449.25 one shot, meaning you take Sunway to Kemaman straight away. You don't need to go and minus and find anything. So you will get 481.75. 481.75, you add it to the original reading on your odometer, you will get 33495.15 kilometers. So when you round off accordingly, you'll be 33495 km. All right. Okay, let's look at the last question. All right, Winston bought 5,000 XYZ shares on the 16th, sold it on the 18th. However, if he would have waited 2 days and sold the shares on the 20th, how much profit or loss would he have incurred? So 18 May, so look in that graph that you have there. 18 May, it was 4.977. 20th May, it was 5.261. So just take 5,000 times 4.977 for the 18th of May, you will get 24,885. And then for 20th of May, you take 5.261 times with 5,000, you will get 26,305. So you just minus these two, and then you can know how much more profit he would have made. All right. Now, Winston predicts the XYZ will increase in price over the next few months. He buys another 3,000 XYZ shares on April 10 for 3.979 per share. What is the average price per share now? So you work it out one by one. 5,000 at 3.986. 5,000 was bought on the 16th of March. So you go to the table, you see it is 3.986. 5,000 times 3.986, you get 19,930. Then 3,000 at 3.979, you find that. Find the total price and divide it by 8,000. Why 8,000? Because now they want 8,000 shares average, correct? Okay. So if Winston, okay, this part is all right. Now we move on to part C. If Winston wants to make a total of 22,000 in profit. Now, if I want to make a profit from anything I sell, I have to increase the price. For example, if I want to sell my calculator, I bought it for 10 ringgit. I want to make a profit of 5 ringgit. So I have to sell it for 15 ringgit, isn't it? That means I have to increase the price by the profit I want to make. So Winston wants to make a profit of 22,000, meaning he has to increase his cost by 22,000. All right, then you'll be able to find the answer. All right. So now, if you want a profit of 22,000, then the total price sold should be 53,867. Where did we get this 53,867? From part B. Part B, your total cost is 31,867, right? You look up there, the total of 8,000 is 31,867. You add 22,000 to that. Why you add? Because you want to make a profit of 22,000. So you increase the price by 22,000. And then you divide it by 8,000. And they ask you to the nearest thousandth of a ringgit, meaning is 3 decimal places. Alright, so that's about it for the past year questions.